We're here. It happened. Hey, there's Kevin Loving. I had to cancel with Kevin. We were supposed to go live on his channel after my channel. We're going to do that next Tuesday. If you're just joining us, I had dental surgery. I'm 1 week out, and I've apparently got a sinus thing going on. So bear with me. I'm getting caught up. Thank you all for your patience. And what else did I want to tell you? Oh gosh, I have so many things to tell you. I had a dream and a flash before I went for the dental surgery about the bald white men of America. I didn't say the whole thing right. Anyway, I'm going to tell you about that. Okay, so I'm very happy to see you. I was able to teach class Monday night, last night. I'm here with you today. And then I cut back my reading schedule until I'm 100% because I have to be 100%. I'm not going to do readings if I'm not 100%, able to help you, because then why would you want to have another reading with me and my guides, right? So we got to be full functioning on all cylinders. So, but I saved all my energy for today, and I moved my other readings. Okay, so I could be here and we could get some real positive answers. Now, there's a sequence of events going on. We did tarot class last night, so I've got to straighten out my cards here. I thought I did it before. It's okay. I'm doing it now. Hope everyone's weather is doing okay. I'm so happy to see all of you guys. I've missed you so much. It's finally over. It's over. I'm all done. I'm all done. Oh my God. I had my right side done, I don't know, a month and a week ago or something. So I compensated by chewing on my left side. So I overcompensated by chewing on my left side. So then I had my left side done last week. And so what do you think I did? Instead of switching it back, chewing on the right side, I chewed on the left side. And then I had a problem. I messed it up. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, it's okay. So we're getting things back to normal. For everyone that's been inquiring about Zinnies and he's still having problems with her breathing, in the morning she's on 2.5 milligrams of prednisone every other day. I don't know how we're going to get her off it. I've tried to wean her down. So there's vet appointments, there's everything. So, but it's all good. Everything's going to be good, but I don't want to go through the sequence of events until we get more people in the room. The big flash that I had before I went for the dental appointment was my guides and angels have such a huge sense of humor. They were just telling me that, the old white men have fixed everything for themselves, right? Even MAGA Mike has highlights in his hair. Did you see that? Come on, please. Those are placed. All right. But they figured out how to do first they figured out how to keep their stiffies, right? That was number one. Then they figured out how to replace their hair with the hair plugs. And then they got into the micro hair plugs. And then they have the weight loss tools so they can lose their pot bellies, because they're not even, half of them aren't even aware that they have pot bellies, except they can't see themselves when they go to the bathroom. That might be the only time that they see that or have any kind of awareness that, maybe my stomach is sticking out so far. Listen, that goes way back for working with the guys that I used to work with in the emergency room and at the flea market where I started my own first business. These old men, these old bald, non-stiffy, pot-bellied men that think that they have it all and they're God's gift to women and they're sitting on stools. And it doesn't matter if they're 72 or 34, whether in the flea market or if you're in the emergency room, and they look at the women going by and they say, no, if you put her boobs with her legs together, and then if she wore that dress, I'm thinking, what? And then she would not even look at you ever. Oh my God. That was two of the doctors that I worked with forever in the ER. And then my dad and his friend Ed, a contractor from Sanibel, that I had the pleasure of sitting across from listening to those two guys talk. So anyway, so what happens now? They've fixed their stiffies. They've grown their hair back. You'll never see a non-stiffy bald man ever again in the next decade. And they've learned how to get rid of their pot bellies. So what happens next? They're all going to die. So what are we going to do? Where are we going to put all the money is going to go to longevity, except we're going to be able to cash in on that too. So, sorry, but that's what came to me before I had my dental surgery. All the money is going to, now that they've figured out all these things and they can get women pregnant and try to keep them more pregnant, and so that's what's going to happen next is the longevity thing. Okay. All right, let's mix these all up. All right. So there's something I just heard about this morning. This was a Belarus democracy defender. First of all, they're saying that the election was rigged. And then her name is, she's the democracy opposition leader, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya. And she was on Morning Joe this morning, and she actually met with President George W. Bush at the George W. Bush Institute. Now, I thought that he was pretty much feckless and that he wasn't doing anything. So let's open this with, is he doing anything else to help save our democracy? And for all of you that are emailing me and texting me, thank you. It's going to take a while for me to catch up with you, but you cannot give up. We're in this sequence of events that we're going to talk about, and things are actually beginning to happen. You have to hold on. All we have is each other, the truth, and each other, and we have to hold on. All right? We have been Three of Swords, betrayed, and we're going to talk about that too. All right, so will George W. Bush do anything else? Will he, has he, is he gonna do anything to save our democracy? Hey, Beth Cat. Freddie Todd. Okay, so he's very concerned about Putin. And listen, did you hear? I think, Linda G actually she got something right. She said, "Did you hear about Moscow?" Well, apparently Zelensky sent some drones over for entertainment purposes only. Moscow is having an issue with some incoming drones, and Xi is supposed to be there. Xi, whatever his name is, from China is supposed to be there for Victory Day. I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, so there apparently has been something that jolted George W. out of his chair. And he's very concerned about Putin's control. He's very concerned about, well, he wants to be able to hold on to our democracy, but he also wants to be able to hold on to our money. And he's very concerned about Putin and Musk, but very concerned about Putin because Putin is becoming cornered. And there isn't anything that's going to, it's getting so bad for him that Putin can't see the light. He keeps trying, but he's having a real difficult time. So George W. Bush is hesitant in becoming too far involved in this. And he's going to regret it. He's going to regret it. Someone's extending another offer to him. He has done some things, but he will only go so far. So we'll have to take a look at that. All right. So the betrayal, which is what I'm going to entitle, I think, my next video. I have to get Zinni to the vet, so we're going to back to the vet. So we're going to see if I can make it on Friday. The betrayal is that Harris was told to sit down because once the votes had been tabulated and certified, then it's sort of like a sacred rule that you can't suggest there's been a problem. You can't sue. You can't be like Trump. Don't be like them. Just take it. You lost. That's it. They've been certified. But they've never been up against someone like Elon Musk before. They've never had this happen in the same sequence of events. They've never been attacked by the richest man in the world, which I think he's very soon to lose that title. Okay. So I just really think the Biden administration told her to we're going to have to, we didn't make it. I didn't make it. You didn't make it. And now we're just going to hand it over. So let's just take a look at where that is at the betrayal. Is there more betrayal to come? Because the other thing that I felt like there was somebody inside there that knew Musk did what he did and pressed that the establishment needs to sit down. So I feel like there's more betrayal on top of the original. All right. Did the Biden administration betray Kamala Harris? Knowingly, unknowingly? We're looking for the 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 3 of Swords, Queen of Swords, which is Kamala. They had a decision to make, okay? Justice. They wanted to be fair. They held a meeting. Not everyone agreed. She was the star. She is the star. There's our Seven of Swords, the sneaker stealer. So we already see that in the past, something was stolen. Thievery. Abandoned ship. Try to bring the balance. Look to the future. Death. This is telling me that there was betrayal on top of betrayal. So the Biden administration told her, sit down. But then someone else inside the administration knew what Musk did and was pressuring the Biden administration to say, tell her that this is unconstitutional. She can't challenge these votes after they've been certified. You have to abide by this and sit down and take your losses. We're going to hear about this, and we're going to get our wish. Okay? So there's a lot of information to come out about this, and this will be brought back into view. It'll be talked about, and we're going to find out. So you don't have to figure out who it is. It'll be in plain view. Okay. The hackers are figuring out how to hack into everything. They're hacking into the Signal memo chats. They're hacking into the plane system that took all of the alleged illegal migrants. Not all of them were illegals because they were in the process and had taken legal steps. So it's really hard. So you have to stay positive, right? So you got to stay with me on this. We have to stay positive. It is so easy to get down. You got to be grateful for everything that's going on. Grateful that you got your arms, your beating heart, legs. You can protest. You can make signs. The protests make a difference. The more we stand up, the more we win. We're learning that. We're going to watch. We've already watched Trump throw Pam Bondi under the bus. She's heading towards that Ten of Swords that we saw. So Bondi and Noam are both going to Ten of Swords because they're both going to face plant because Trump says, well, I don't know. I just have to trust my attorneys. So what does that mean? So any judicial decision that comes up, they're going to hold Bondi accountable for. So he's already thrown her under the bus. She's done. She's already thrown under the bus. So if there's any motions for discovery as to why Kilmer hasn't been brought back from El Salvador, and boy, don't look at those pictures. That's really hard. Any of these motions for discovery, she's going to get pulled in. First, her lawyers, her low-hanging fruit will be done, and then the judges will go up for her. She's going to lose it. She's going to lose it. I think she's probably called Bill Barr. I think she probably called Billy. All right. Let's see. What else did I have on here? Oh, okay. So there's almost 1,000 people in the room. Thank you. Thank you for being here. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. So the sequence of events has already started to unfold. Now, anybody that's been with me for any length of time knows that I had that dream on August 16th, 2024. And the angel said that we have one more year. We're all here for a reason, so you can't quit. You can't opt out. You decided to be here with us, so don't do it. I'm calling on you. All right. So then I kept getting that dream about watching The Godfather. You got to watch the Godfather movie. So the Godfather keeps enriching himself and keeps doing all these things until he gets up to the Vatican and the Pope, right? And then so what happens once he starts mixing and intermingling with religion and the Pope, then everything falls apart. So he brought it all the way up to the top, then everything falls apart. Now, Trump has mocked the gone to heaven Pope, one of the best, most loving popes that we've ever had, and an archbishop that he was close to in New York has told him, don't mock us. So he's crossed a line just like Corleone. He's just crossed a line. This was, to me, meaning the first thing that I was shown. One of the first things that I was shown means that we're getting closer to the finish line. Now, the other thing that I saw, and I actually saw this before the Don Corleone Godfather thing, I saw an important flight to Dubai. I saw that he would actually think about moving to Dubai. Now, Mystery Achiever can back me up on this because she does all our timestamps. God bless you, Mystery Achiever. So we saw an important trip there and that he may choose to live there. Now, when Trump is close to thinking he is in a win or lose situation, he always does an extra push for a grift. There's always this extra grift, like you better get it now or you're not going to get it. So this tells me that they're close, right? So they have to make all these deals and get them signed in because they could lose in something big coming up. That was the other big thing. So, and he's going to, I know they're saying Saudi Arabia and Qatar and EAU, but there's a big hotel deal in Dubai, and that is the apple of his eye. That could be his other Mar-a-Lago, right? Okay, so then we've got the Pope, the extra grift, and the Dubai trip. So we are getting close. We're getting very close. Now, it's still going to be a few months, but you cannot give up. We all signed up for this. You cannot give up. So how close are we to Trump's demise? How close are we? I'm loving it. And Trump trashed the newly elected premier prime minister of Canada before he even got here for talks. It's like, why would you even speak to this person? They all need to boycott him. That's the only way they can win is by sticking together. That's the only way we can win. If the only way the countries can win is sticking together to boycott him, to boycott us, and then we stick together to boycott the GOP, right? We have to stick together. Now, how close are we to a Trump demise? It's coming. I really, truly feel, and I am totally invested in this. I could have taken another day off after teaching for 2 nights and still, but I love you guys. I'm totally invested. I'm just as upset as you are. I have grandchildren. And my heart is broken for what's going on here. But I have to come on because I feel like I'm a conduit for this information. And I have to come share it with you. This has started. This means everything becomes even more unsettled, that he will lose his grip more. He will lose his uh, direction, and then you'll see he'll vacillate even more. And then I was watching some of the astrologers, and Jupiter means too much, too much, too much. I always get too much for him. So it's like he goes over the cliff with the too much stuff, right? So let's see. All right, we're not there yet. The 3 women that are going to take him out. And remember, man, this just brings joy to my heart, because from the very get-go, from my little bitty office, way before COVID, for all of you that have been with me through this whole thing, it would always be 3 women to take him out. 3 queens, 3 women. They don't have to, but they could be working in different places, but it's in a unified force to take him out. It's the women. They're not there yet. But we are closer. Okay, we're certainly closer than Election Day. Now let's take a look. We've sort of been hoping and praying and wishing upon a star. And there's the betrayal. We've been betrayed. We absolutely have been betrayed. More world leaders will come into play. There is, okay, wait. I'm remembering now. In the last live reading before my surgery, I remember that there would be something around a celebration day. Now, we've done May Day. Oh, man, I can't remember. Have we done Memorial Day? Have we done, what's the next holiday we have coming up? What's the next holiday we have coming up, you guys? Okay, it is Memorial Day. Okay. Oh, Charles Bartholomew. Bless you, Beth. Okay, so look to see what happens there. Now, because this 3 of Cups here and the World Cup is up here, we can also look for a holiday in a foreign land, which could be Victory Day in Russia, right? Or it could be another holiday in another place. Mother's Day is this Sunday, and that is the full moon. And now we have the phases of the moon. To be full or new. What day is Memorial Day, guys? Hey, Lynn LeGlaire. Full moon is, I know the full moon is on Mother's Day. So watch the phases of the moon. I don't think it's Mother's Day because the women are on their side. I think this is more like a Memorial Day. And now I have the second world card. So now I'm going to move it even from our continent to another continent. So I believe this is going to be on a celebration day for another country. Yeah, this lets me know. No, Laura, you're off here. Okay, and then it's just excess. It's just something that's over the top, that's too much. So 10 days, 8 days, 10 days. Eight days, 10 days. Something's coming up very, very, very soon. So watch. I think Victory Day in Russia is next week. So watch what's going on. We'll be watching other celebrations that go on around the world. And then things just go overboard. So I think we're very close because he's going to abandon his plan. Now I'm going to ask for clarification. He's going to abandon his original plan because he loses his direction. And then he's just like, I'm going to make more of a problem. And then he just creates more conflict. So what happens to Trump in the month of May? What happens to Trump in the month of May? We will have reprieve in August. But what happens to Trump in May? Some of you are telling me, I can't do August. I can't do it. I can't even do it one more day. Well, you're going to have to. It could be Victory Day. Okay, so let's see. What happens to Trump in the month of May? Is he successful? Or does he go down? Okay, Trump's birthday is in June. So I'm asking about May. Okay, so he's surrounded by anxiety. He's haunted. First of all, we know he's haunted. Even Saturday Night Live knows he's haunted, for God's sakes. They did a joke on him being haunted. Did you see that Stephen Miller thing? Oh my God, I laughed so hard. He's losing control. Judy, thank you, Judy. That's very sweet of you. So he is, listen, he's losing it. He will not be able to sleep. He will not be able to pee right because this is the male organ. He will not be able to have control. He's not getting the deals that he wants. He's like, this isn't right. Navarro will be sent to El Salvador probably, and Licknut too. They were trying to make it even up, but nope, he can't. Stay. All right. Then he gives in. And he's like, okay, I'll give you this. I'll give you this. I'll give you this if you make deals with me. Then he'll go into this more, well, they begged me. Well, they came and they called me and they begged me. It won't be they were kissing my ass anymore for entertainment purposes. It'll be say, well, they just really pointed out a few things that they were suffering with, so I gave in. Two aces, very important here because he's going to be looking at a change of places. Excess of everything, over the top on everything. The grift is there. All right, so he is still hanging in there. He thinks he's going to be the deal maker. He will get some deals done, and he'll say, I was philanthropic. Okay? But don't worry. One of the last big videos I did with Danny and Sheila, I'll be with Kevin Loving next Tuesday. I'll be live here first, then on Kevin's channel, and then Wednesday the 14th, I'll be on Danny Shea's channel. So let's just take a look at, because so many of you sent, look, when is this going to be over? So let's just, but we got the month of June being just absolutely not passable for him. This is when, he hits landmines. So what happens to Trump in the month of June? Yeah, my guides and angels showed me it's not one of our holidays, it's another holiday around the world. It's something else that happens around the world that will affect him. All right, this is when he tries to escape. This is when he tries to pull off that final grift. And he is not able to make things balance. The unrest continues. He's lost control. And then he starts thinking, where else can I go? And then he starts talking to the kids. He still thinks I can shore this up. I can make a deal. I can shore this up. But he's lying to someone. He's cheating someone. He's getting someone to help him and betraying them at the same time. All right, we're being told to watch his children in the month of June. And then information starts to come out. And then it looks like we start getting a lot of information about the deals that he did to get him through that win of election. So at first I was like, oh, God, does he get his wish? And then it was like, and they just said, no, he doesn't. This is about us getting the information starting that they're, who he dealt with and how he got this done. Because things are going to they're going to come to a crescendo, and they're going to affect people that didn't think that they would be affected. People that have outstanding student loan debt, people that need assistance, people that are on Medicaid or Medicare, or people that people that need assistance of some kind or rely on one of our beautiful government programs that just think that they wouldn't be touched, they wouldn't be cut, and they can sit and hack into these things. And then they're going to be like, all right, then you know what, MF, I'm going to expose you. And that's what's going to happen. Finally going to cross someone. Finally going to say, I voted for you. Now I'm going to take you out of control. I voted for you. Now you're going to go out of control. I'm no longer your friend. And I'm going to tell everyone about how you achieved your means. It's coming out. So then does he go down? Does he face plant or go down within the next May, June, July, August? We're going to put in August because August is a pivotal month. We already know that. May, June, July, August. Down, May, June, July, August. Does he go down? Does he face plant? Someone take him out. Donald J. Trump. It's after he starts to lose control. Oh, thanks, B. Smith. Hit the like button. Help a girl out. When we start to take control is what I'm hearing. When we start to take control. So you can't be a two of swords person. You got to be the magician. You got to be creative. What can I do to help this situation, to help the cause? And if you can't, if you cannot protest than make a sign for someone. I am going to take that compliment. I do believe that I was the first one that came up with August. Only because my guides and angels helped me have that dream, because I was just as devastated as you. But I knew the day after the election, I was just sitting in that chair and I thought, wait a second. This isn't right. This doesn't add up. This makes no sense. No sense. And then I remembered that dream. Ooh, watch something that happens with his kids. And a land deal goes south. There's a land deal that goes south still in May, time of oh God, yeah, I'm telling you, he really made a mistake with the Pope thing. There's a real estate deal that doesn't go through. The money is on its side. The interest rates aren't there. The younger people are mad. 10, 9, 10. And then the Knight of Wands. And then there's the problem that comes forward. And he loses his direction. And he becomes ungrounded. And then the law dogs are coming. The Chariot on the bottom. So we'll keep on this. He's gonna wither and rise and wither and rise. So we have to fight harder and harder and be more concentrated to make him back down. We have to be stronger than him. He's losing his strength very clearly. His Knight of Pentacles is on its side. Something happens with one of his kids in his Melania. This could be Baron. No ill will intended, for entertainment purposes only. And then a Knight of Wands there, that just everything starts to turn, and flight. There could just be flight. So I don't think he goes over and doesn't come back, or he goes back over again and doesn't come back. So there's some semblance of activities that we'll look for, because he just wants the luxury. It's better than Mar-a-Lago. And after that travel, we're going to see things unravel. And the vote, 2 pages. And the 9 of Cups, he just keeps going overboard. But there's a family event that happens with him too. All right, let's ask something good for you and I. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got here. Is there anything important? All right. Will the province of Alberta break away from part of Canada? I don't think so. I do think that Trump is going to help Netanyahu take over. The 2 things I've saw that he'll have victory with is Greenland. He's going to get Greenland. Don't ask me how. I just know what's going to happen. And Gaza. Well, that's an interesting question. Will the province of Alberta break away from? I don't think Canada is going to split right now. Will the province of Alberta break away from Canada? Yeah, no, it's no secret that Eric and Don Trump are over, Don Jr. are over making all these deals with Dubai and Qatar and everything, and Jared Kushner is up in the Baltic Islands buying up all just tons and tons of property up there. Well, there is going to be a big change between Alberta and Canada, and it's going to be the end of one way and the beginning of a new way. So money will rule, but there's going to be a big old fight over this. This is just going to be huge. This was a great question. Thank you for that question. They're in for some real Mary Williams. They're just in for there's just going to be a huge awakening happening with this. It's a huge problem here. I just didn't expect to see that. We are going to be one of the last generation where we will have life-saving drugs where we can expand our life. So that is definitely going to happen. Let's look at that. We have a breakthrough because the old white men are going to get it first. Then we just got to do that old good ER trick. We have to wait for them to fall asleep and super glue their you-know-what to their leg. And then we just get up and take everything they have. When you don't feel good, a good joke is good. But listen, that happens. You would not believe what some women do. Oh my God. It's so true. And then, then they have shrinkage and it doesn't matter because it's still glued to their leg. So they can't get up and run. So we're much more quick. Don't do it. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Let's just go in. It's oh God. It sounds doable. It is so doable. Okay. Oh, all right. We're going to ask if I come back Friday, if I can get Zinni back to the vet, me back into the periodontist, and get my schedule straightened out. See if I can come back on Friday. All right. Let's just see what our guides and angels want us to know. What do our guides and angels want us to know? What do our guides and angels want us to know? Listen, I'm just speaking the truth about the super glue thing. It's just, it happens. I can't even tell you what else people put on. I just can't even tell you. Anyway. Okay, watch your spirit animal guides. Pay attention to the littles in your life. The littles, the critters, Mother Nature's critters. Embrace your artistic talents. Draw, paint, sketch, create. I have been out in the yard. I had some new plants put in. Try something new. Oh, don't miss the messages coming from the critters. This is very important for you guys. So if you have pets, make sure you're watching. Are they going to the bathroom? Are they eating? Are they sleeping? Are they doing their normal habits? Pay attention, okay? Because this is somebody in our crew here. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. There's somebody in our crew that's missing a message from their littles. Now, if this isn't your pet or your critter outside, it's one of your grands or one of your own kids. Okay, another message. Okay. 2 pages and a miss. You could be distracted by another person, so you could miss this. This could be serious. So I'm just going to go with there's going to be a big change with littles. Okay, we'll be okay if we catch it. Spiritual growth. But the overall message is creativity and even working with your spiritual studies. If we take these 3 together, spiritual studies and working with your child, your inner child, and let the artistic, we got the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and letting your inner child, to fly your inner freak flag. So do your protests, but work with the arts. But there is spiritual study here and very specific messages. There could be a passing, or your animals are giving you a message about somebody else passing, or when you're drawing, you could get a message about that. So pay specific attention to that. Okay, you guys? Much love to you. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And if you're new, please subscribe. And I hope to see you on Friday. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Much love to you. And I'll see you soon. All right? Don't worry. It started. Okay? Don't worry. Hang in there. We're in this together.